Nice of you to finally join us. Those damn Montclairs have locked me out of my own city. If any of my people have been hurt, I'll kill Montclair and his daughter with my bare hands. You know how to get things done. Join up with Skordo and help him find a way into the city. I'll keep the troops on alert and ready to move on your signal. Northpoint is an important trading center, with many House Dorel holdings. Whoever controls the city controls the northern region of Rivenspire. If I were Oblivion bent on conquering the area, it's certainly what I would do. My son Elec was in charge while I was at Shornhelm. If he's still alive, he must be somewhere inside the city. Beyond that, the entire populace is loyal to House Dorel. But I have no idea what kind of forces Montclair set loose within my city. Reports indicate that Baron Montclair hasn't been seen in weeks, though this mess has his fingerprints all over it. His daughter Larea, on the other hand, isn't afraid to show her face. We're assuming she's in command here. Prior to her mother's illness, she was a charming young woman, a real magic-using prodigy. Now it's like she's been replaced by a dark seducer. Men and women will do anything to please her, and she's shown a remarkable affection for extreme cruelty. I sent Skordo and a small group to establish a secure base among the farmhouses outside the city. He's supposed to find a way into Northpoint and then send us a signal. Since that hasn't happened yet, I assume he's still working on it. Countess Tamrith went with him. Against my better judgment, I might add. And that fancy knight Darren decided to tag along. He's gotten rather friendly with Skordo since he arrived. I hope they can slip inside, or this is going to be a long siege.
You walked into the wrong farmhouse, Montclair! Well, kiss a troll and call me Pumpkin. I know you, from Shornhelm. Did Baron Dorel send you? I was the orc, in the cage. Not my most shining moment, but it's not like I'm a noble or anything. No matter, I'm just glad you're here. It's a disguise. What's wrong? Don't you like it? Is my helmet on crooked or something? We're going to sneak into Northpoint. Not usually my approach, but Countess Tamrith and Darren helped us get this far. No idea. He went to scout around and hasn't come back yet. So far, we've learned the patrols outside the city consist of untrained fighters with orders to keep people away. Only the officers seem to know what's going on inside. I suggested busting a hole in the wall, but the Countess decided we should save that as a last resort. Darren went out to search while we took care of the farmers. They came to us for help, and you know how the Countess feels about refugees.
Do your worst, lackey to a foreign crown. I won't tell you anything. Well, I guess that would be all right. I am a guard of the First Order, a member of the Blood Talon Cloaks of House Montclair. More than that, you won't get out of me. Why could that possibly matter? Really? Your beloved Countess would never stand for that. You're bluffing. You're the one? You killed Rizal Jewel? I'm just a guard. The officers know what's going on, but they never tell us anything. All I can tell you is they have a camp to the east, on the coast. If you want information, you have to talk to an officer.
Can you believe it? The officers won't tell us a thing. We're not even allowed in the city.
I was wondering when you were gonna show up. Want a bite? Reconnaissance, but keep your voice down. No need to wake the good captain. And know what I learned? There's not a single guard in Northpoint. Not a one. Lorea ordered them to get out and to keep everyone away. Isn't that enough? I was fairly proud of that bit of espionage. But you're right, there's more. The good captain here let slip that there's a smuggler's tunnel. Leads right into the heart of the city. It's our best option for getting inside.
My, Sir Darren. That was impressive. But when it comes to smugglers' tunnels, I think there's a thing or two I can teach you.
I'm not sure how to respond to that. Why don't you find out what our vampire vixen is talking about?
I must say, Darren certainly has a way with the ladies. That's not how I'd go about extracting information from the enemy, but I can't fault his results. The old smuggler's tunnel should lead into the city, if we can get through it. Well, the smugglers who used the tunnels installed a gate. Gives them a monopoly on the black market in Northpoint. The tunnel will get us into the city, if we can get past the locked gate. The smuggler boss is a tough pirate. Goes by the name of Lagra. If anyone has a key, it's her. But the Montclairs attack any boats that approach the city. There are wrecks up and down the coast. If Lagra's still alive, that's where we'll find her.
not strike me. I am not with the bitter hand. I am as a tree buried beneath the ground, stuck in darkness and doomed to die. I am not even a bandit anymore. Yes, I admit I was with them, and I admit that I did bad things. I have robbed, and I have beaten, but I have never just cut down an innocent person. When the bitter hand began this practice of murdering people, that is when I decided to leave. Well, as you can see, they did not like that. They say I know too much, that I cannot just float away down the river. They will soon kill me, unless a kind soul like yourself would release me. Then I can go and put down new roots in Shornell. Yours is truly a generous spirit to release me from this dark place, but I would be most ungrateful if I did not tell you the entire truth. If I am truly to leave here, to put down new roots and find new life, more is needed to be done. My misdeeds were not only connected with the bitter hand, they were also entwined with another. There is a Breton woman who was a partner of sorts. She sold the items I acquired. She will not be happy if I try to end our arrangement. She is not far. She is in Fell's Run. Her name is Brigabeth. I would go speak to her myself, but she would cut me down. I was only thinking, since you were helping me here, you might speak to her on my behalf. As the mud is my mother, I will return your generosity, stranger. I go from here to the chapel in Shornhelm to repent of my misdeeds. Find me there at the chapel, and I will ensure you receive a fruitful reward for your help. Thank you. I will see you at the chapel in Shornhelm.
I'm not selling anything, friend. You'll have to go inside and talk to Sabir. My part in this business is in acquiring the items we sell and managing relations with our partners. It's about time. I haven't heard anything from that slippery lizard in weeks. If she's not able to deliver a steady supply, we can't keep doing business together. Tell me you've got something more for me than an excuse. Ha! She's getting out of the bandit business? Impossible. What's she going to do? Move to Shornhelm and try to earn an honest living? That's really courageous of her. To tell you the truth, I've often dreamed of doing the same thing. I thought if I tried something like that, then she and the other Bitterhand bandits would track me down and kill me. I was afraid. I don't know. Where would I go? What would I do? Maybe I could start over with Tibajah. Yes. Tell her to keep an eye out for me. I'll have to think about this, but it's starting to sound like a good idea.
It is good to see you, my generous friend. I came here to pray to Mara for forgiveness for my past, and it was like the clouds parted and the sun shined on my soul. I have decided to stay and devote my life to Mara. It is a better life. She did. That is funny, but I do not expect she will follow through. Regardless of her path, though, I am grateful she will not interfere with mine, and for that, I have you to thank. You have cleared away the weeds so that I may set down new roots and thrive. Someday, I hope I can do the same for another and repeat the cycle. No. For many years, I dreamt of escaping the current that carried my life, but it demanded I swim upstream, and such a sacrifice I was not willing to make. Until now. I suspect Brigabeth will not make the sacrifice, and she will not change.
Now where have they disappeared to? Good help is so hard to find these days.
No sign of them yet, eh?